She came here legally. She has played by the rules and followed the laws. And she has been taken away from her family down to a jail in Grayson County, Kentucky.
A Kentucky congressman and a woman's family desperate for answers tonight. This is after ICE agents take her into their custody at Louisville's International Airport. Serafina Bukirwa's loved ones first want to know why she was detained. But they say more importantly, why she is not getting her sickle cell medication. Doctors are saying her life is in danger if she does not take it. Wave News reporter Meredith Lee shares more on this case and a family's plea.
Serafina Bukirwa arrived in the United States from Uganda in April of 2025, legally with a work authorization and a pending asylum claim. She runs a nonprofit dedicated to sickle cell disease awareness. She's lived with the condition her entire life. On Tuesday, July 22nd, her brother Isaac dropped her off at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. She was headed to a sickle cell conference in California, one day after being discharged from the hospital following a sickle cell crisis. She never made it to her gate. ICE agents detained her at the airport and transported her to the Grayson County Detention Center in Litchfield. She had all of her prescribed medications with her. In handwritten statements obtained from inside the facility, Bukirwa describes what happened when she arrived. She writes that she lost consciousness in the transport van, that there was no air conditioning, and officers refused to give her water. She writes that when she was brought inside, a nurse checked her pulse and oxygen, then told other officers she was, quote, not sick, she's causing drama. She writes that she was physically restrained, that a stimulant was held over her nose and mouth until she, quote, tapped out 7 times. She writes that officers laughed. She writes that her hijab was removed in front of male officers. And she writes that for the first 24 hours, she received none of her sickle cell medication. Her physician wrote in a letter that without urgent medical evaluation, Bukirwa faces, quote, significant risk for severe infections, stroke, organ damage, and death. Her brother Isaac spoke publicly about the situation at a press conference Wednesday.
She told me she had chest pain. She had, her voice was very low. She could barely speak. And this morning I received another phone call again from her, and she was telling me like she really needs a hospital. And she said the crisis started from her leg, so she couldn't use one of her legs, and she's in a lot of pain.
Congressman Morgan McGarvey has sent an urgent records request to ICE demanding body camera video, intake documents, and medical logs from Bukirwa's detention. He says she has never been charged with a crime.
She came here legally. She has played by the rules and followed the laws. And she has been taken away from her family down to a jail in Grayson County, Kentucky. Her youngest son turns 2 on Friday of this week.
As of Wednesday, her family says neither the Grayson County Jailer's Office nor ICE's Chicago Field Office has publicly confirmed what medical care, if any, Bukirwa has received since her detention. Her attorneys have filed a habeas corpus motion in federal court. In her own words, written from inside the facility, Bukirwa describes going through the night with chest pain and body pain, waiting until 9 a.m. for medication that is prescribed every 6 hours. She writes, "All I need is assistance." Meredith Lee, Wave News.